Hey, we got a brand new place. You know what that means? Brand new mark.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Middle of the sands.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Run like the wind,
Destination lies
Peppy.
over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Get up.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
I no cry. I newt. I don't cry.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
No.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Hoods up. The hood definitely should be like a little function that you could toggle. It definitely should be like a headpiece that they ever added to 14.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
close.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
He's so near, but so far. We will never know that he is right next door.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Just took his food.
The outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
I kicked him ass. But will I get to see Joshua? Probably not. No, num.
For your trouble.
I don't know.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
I think he's also trying to avoid us. So I think if he sees us again, Ultima is going to be released.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
What are you doing, Pep? It seems like you're doing stuff as well. Yeah. Those dead berries. You get the money.
Where are you?
But you didn't answer my
Well,
question.
we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on with
What be the Peppy doing?
or any more of their friends turn up.
I know you were busy. I'm busy, like you said you wanted to watch me, now you're like, I'm busy.
Ah, they've closed the road.
I know.
And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force,
Meanie.
I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention
Are you
already.
PFing?
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina
I feel like you're
Dalamil,
PFing.
woman of mystery.
Are you lying to
But
me?
how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all
Feel
been
like you're
people of
lying to me.
means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager
For
this
practice.
Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
Liar!
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
You know what the fuck is plan?
Light it for Gilbert's.
I watched a bit of it, but I watched more than you did, but I'm a dip.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
Stab
My
him.
good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
I think I watched like 10 minutes of it,
Well,
but I
we're
forgot
best
everything.
known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
The talent, yeah.
If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finder.
I mean, little amigo. An
Aaron's
amigo.
only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was.
What do you mean, no nuke kiss?
Influential
What are you
sort.
talking about?
Influence comes with age and experience.
Give it.
Believe
Give it.
you me.
Give it. I bring good news I deserve.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many
Hey.
times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Hey, don't you fucking stop buying Pepper's product. You don't buy crystals, little twat.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Great, you sell them to
You
children.
should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in...
Until they OD on the crystal. Too much earth crystal.
That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
They OD'd from the fucking earth crystal.
It sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps.
Don't get me started on the fire
Let's go and
crystal.
find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Some people shove it up the butt.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am.
Wink.
Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Silver. Do you think we can trust him?
Nope.
Only as far as
It's a trap.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Stop. I stick my nose everywhere. It dug the trash.
You're finished.
Get rich, nerd. Yoo-hoo. I wonder if that's okay. She doesn't like text at all. Rusty product. We'll put it in the butt. Balloon it. I don't know.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina, She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
God damn, his nose just sticks out like wink.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
To the bazaar.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like it.
Would you go flat?
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest.
You smack on the sack. Mm.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time.
I
need
think she's
passage
okay.
through the
I don't
south
know.
gate.
I mute at her. But she doesn't text back.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So,
I would. It's like, listen, I kicked your ass once, I'll do it again.
on your trust.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Good luck, Uncle. Don't snort the crack crystals.
One's causing trouble in Dalamil.
Ugh.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Sounds like Clive is
Crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves.
the guy from the Dark Brotherhood.
Folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these
Well, the
last few
Thieves Guild,
rounds.
actually.
It isn't
Delvin.
as if we can buy them on the black market either.
Well.
We're just taking them. They aren't sharing.
I think his name is Delvin. Well, anyway. It takes me a while to, like, notice the voice.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
I'm gonna fucking look up.
Warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Oh, no?
He gave us-
Okay.
What can I do for you, soldier?
I guess it was the pitch that was telling me off.
I'm not a soldier.
I'll give you a sword to polish.
Off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they.
I bet you they butter your bread.
Pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to
Shut
empty
up.
them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
I don't care.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I don't know.
I'm looking for my
Fucking
pal.
cracking nose.
Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Well, yeah, you debunked that. I don't know if he was the guy from Brightwood.
I'll go and fetch him.
I don't. Yeah, it's like, lady, don't fucking talk to me. I literally smashed furniture and killed the guardsman. Do you really want to step up to me? Dude, like, I'm gonna step up to you. It's like, I break you.
light meat and dark.
I'll break you, lady. What did you say? I was too busy trashing her to figure out what the hell she said to me. Most likely, he gave him like a whole bag of coin. Shut up. No be rude to Newt. No rude Newt. No rude to Newt. Newt. Newt is the coolest, and you're being a prick. I don't know.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna get robbed by different people.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
I feel like this is you, Pepper. Ugh, only $500,000? Pocket change.
And some people seem to think they're being stolen.
Like, huh?
Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe
Peppy's rich Peppy. Like $500,000, I make that in like 2 minutes.
Corner of the Velcroy, far from prime.
Meanwhile, just me, it's like, hooray, something that's worth like 100,000.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
I'm gonna be rich.
Of course.
And then you steal my shit. You prick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you take my stuff? You don't care about the loot, but yet you steal it from me. Oh boy, 98 on the most expensive map. Meanwhile, I like roll like fucking. How dare. What do you do to me? Give it away. Why don't I get anything? You fucking just toss like millions of gil into fucking FC chest. Am I gonna have to like just join fucking a cult just to take it and sell it? Just join to steal loot.
I'll take it from here.
He told me to said I could take it, so I took it. Hey, look at all those crystals. Up, you got competition. You should just give it to me.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Give me a chance of being rich or something?
Right this way, my lord.
Wow, he's definitely not gonna get jumped.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us.
Oh god, the puppy primal.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
No, it's all my crystals. Aha, Pepper has set you up. There's only one crystal dealer here.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Aw, son of a bitch. No healing any. Excuse them. Aye.
All yours, Torgal.
No healing.
This one. Over here. Get him. Stay down. Over here.
Trying to do it fast. Damn, bud.
This one. Match for Rossfield.
Bam! Struck him in his head.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's
What? Went to give me the eyes.
transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well,
yeah.
Now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
What They're just blue crystals. They just look like water crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I won't mind if I use them to drink, because they just look like water crystals. You want me to put pocket sand? Put some sand in my pocket?
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Pocket sand.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the
Spit in his eye.
I gave to the soldiers, I trust. I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
I want to. It doesn't rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And
dude, am I like a Boy Scout?
send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Like, how many patches do I have?
Omialostelan. Tuhisakelis.
Fly, Vanoss, fly! It gets shot down by an arrow. I'm like, yes, we're eating good tonight.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
Next up, the camping.
Be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
I should stab you. You can let go. This is a long handshake.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle.
And we're deterred.
Let's go.
Duty complete. I have so much gil because I don't use anything. Despite the fact that there's some music sheets that are 40,000 each. And now the side quests. Son of a bitch. Nowhere in turds. Is it not? Ah, one place.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luke is having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
I would never buy your stuff.
My mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm
afraid not. I just got here.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's
What
this
kind of
little
blacksmith
riddle
are
to
you?
keep in mind: the spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lupor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and
I have no idea.
a number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right.
Yeah,
Good luck.
No idea.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
But I think actual blacksmiths, the first thing that you ever forge is your own tools. I think that's how it works.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
Like it teaches actually make you forge your own tools.
My carpets have bright
You can't be a blacksmith if you can't do that.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me
Yeah,
a
I don't
blade
know
which can
anything about
slice through
smithing
anything
either.
that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
But here's like the first thing you have to forge.
Makes sense.
Well, your first test, actually. First forging test. Or your final test, I guess. I don't know.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Make a fine gift for your beloved.
Plates and pots!
It was something along that line.
I'll be asking for you again.
I gotta step in a brothel.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch
You can't even fill.
Yeah,
They've opened the gate!
1,000 gil just for greens? Yuck. Hey, store.
Good day, my lord.
Platinum sword. I'm not spending 20k. Look, right there. 1,000 tables. $40,000.
My thanks. Here you are.
Reduces lightning. No, I don't want that.
Thank you for your custom.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Why do you go mustache? Go beard.
A carving
Don't
knife
be
should
weird.
be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the...
Don't be weird. Grow a beard.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Yes, they're
The finest fabrics, fresh from
I mean, I just think it's weird if you just have like a normal mustache. It's like cool, but you could have a beard, and that could be even
Got
cooler.
anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
Despite that, you know, my real beard is trash because I'm a patchy boy.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started.
I'm a
Perhaps Lubor
patchy
didn't mean
boy.
anything with his Dalimil remark. But that
I
can't
have to
be
get like a
right.
beard kit.
I've bandied enough words with the man
One
to
of
know
those
that he
rolly roll
chooses them
things.
carefully.
But it mostly broke, so one of those things.
We must be missing something.
Beard envy.
Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubo wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light.
Nope, it can be both.
Someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there
Most likely.
is someone I could turn to.
I think you should know this.
A favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
It is concerning that there are, like, so many metal types in the world. And so, like, I use paper plate, and I use thing. I can go all the way back there. I don't even know. I'll shoot. Get out of here. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. Bang. Oh, jeez. I like how his Chocobo is faster. It's like best. You're supposed to be fast. Why would I choose you? Jeez. I don't know where that came from. Do a dance. Yeah. Hello! It is I!
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
No.
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides...
I mean, I can.
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Beep, 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 beep. Like whenever I walk by, I do like... I don't know.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest
Take a sniff, good sir.
Needed to a
I don't want to smell you. You smell like animals and crackers. Wet, soggy crackers, that is.
Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me
Shut up.
be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
Depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnov Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Do I have to?
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Your steak? Excuse me, madam.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness.
Looks like we're going on a trip, since we're gonna come here anyways.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret.
I don't want it.
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
I don't care.
Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
No. I want to enter through the main door.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Why can't anyone just allow me to walk through the front door?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs.
It's like, what is wrong with me just walking through the front door?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this
What do
is
you
what Sylvan
mean?
needs.
I'm not icky.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Sometimes I be sticky, but I'm never icky. I don't know. Like that, I guess, like... Ooh, well, I gotta go the long way, really. There's a lot of limestone. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Yeah, I didn't even grab the tomes this week. I only did like what we did last night. You sure you don't need anything else? You're gonna need 500 tomes for the weapon. Unless you already have 500.
Out of the frying pan.
So long!
It's over.
Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, I gotta remember that I have things.
Things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough.
I can go back here. And finish like 2 quests.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of it.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You get 3. Only 3.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both. She's
I'll help you fail.
quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
It's not. Wow, that looks like shit.
That'll do, I reckon.
Why is it like so
A knife
rigidy?
forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Why would you use rock?
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well,
a fortune.
If it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
A stick-shaped sword. Goblin cloth. You can gobble on these nuts. Oh.
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
I gotta go fucking... Well, I don't actually know if I have to sell tomorrow.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
Glad to hear it.
Tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story.
Bitch, you could just say it was this thing.
Not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
He gave me a piss, but it wasn't full of money. Sure, cool. Alright, now we can do the main story.
We should get going soon.
Come on, girl, again.
Yeah. I'm going to numb your food and I'm gonna eat it all. Nothing you can do, cause I'm gonna eat it all. Woo! How do you feel about that, Pepper? I'm gonna steal and numb all your food. Oh my god, she's either happy or sad. I dare.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Dun dun! Doesn't look like a fang to me.
Who will be hiding inside?
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach it. So be careful.
Nowhere.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
I don't care.
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the Vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot.
What?
I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the Twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then.
No hug.
Bye.
There's never a hug.
Till then. Go safely, Uncle.
Yeah.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I.
No hug.
I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I don't know. But no hug. Don't deserve it. Yeah, to the dog.
For you, Kupka.
Hey, there's a thing down there.